hundreds of billions in tax-free foundations where only the profit, quote, goes to the UN or to the sterilization program. And so then that makes their entire operation tax-free. Then they have profit through the subsidiaries. It's all a giant money laundering operation that's hidden in plain view. Just like the Sherman Antitrust Act, if you actually study it, created the illusion of competition. But then of the 12 big oil companies, the Rockefeller still owned 10 of them and were actually able to jack up prices. And so that's all they're doing. They got Warren Buffett prancing around, a guy that pays zero taxes, saying, who helped pass the loopholes where he is exempt, saying it's not fair, I don't pay any taxes, pass the Obama tax increase plan that hits the middle class. I appreciate your call. By the way, now reading this is a UN Development Fund type deal. The Seattle-based coffee chain is collaborating with Opportunity Finance Network, a nonprofit that works directly with 200 community development financial institutions to provide loans to small businesses and community groups. Now, I'm going from memory here, but I believe this is a group connected into the Soros group of foundations, and that they give it to like sustainable groups and art groups. That's another way they finance organizations that kind of put out globalist propaganda. And so you'll have all these well-meaning Starbucks yuppies that are as dumb as the day is long. I drink Starbucks sometimes, folks, and I can't sleep for 2 days. There's something in it. I mean, I can drink any other coffee. There's something going on with Starbucks coffee. Everybody knows that. Somebody needs to get that and have a high-tech lab analyze it. Let me call Paul Watson because he's the man for this job. Let's see if he answers his phone here. Maybe I should just dial him on air and get him on here. A lot of times in the morning, I'll have a brainstorm for about 20 minutes with Paul, and I text him some points, and then he goes and does the research off my memory and his own research. Then we put out these great articles that he deploys. Hey, Watson. Hey, Watson. Hey, have you seen this Starbucks to begin collecting donations to stimulate U.S. job growth? CBS News report. Okay, so it's perfect timing. I'm calling you live on air right now. You're not on. I called you on my globalist satellite tracker cancer unit, which, by the way, they're now putting on the phones coming out in California that it can cause cancer. They always tell you once it's ubiquitous, once it's part of daily life, once you're trained to drink from the poison water hole. The point is here, I need you to check this fast as soon as you're done eating dinner. Paul's 6 hours ahead, viewers and listeners. I need you to go check out this Opportunity Finance Network nonprofit that works with nearly 200 community development financial institutions to provide loans to small businesses and community groups. I know Starbucks funds gun grabbers and UN stuff, Paul, and festoons their buildings with Illuminati symbolism. I want you to go look into this because I believe this is tied into Soros groups and others, and we can get a big article out on this, and I'm sure Drudge would then probably like to supplement that with this article. If not, it doesn't matter. Our readers will see it. So this is a very worthy article. Are you game for that, or do I need to give this to Nemo? Okay, but you understand. Look into the group. And again, this is where the stimulus only goes to select groups, and then they use the general public to do it. You can also point out the admissions that in the last 3 years since the bailouts, trillions have been sat on by the banks. They've actually used it to not have to loan people for their normal profit centers and to shut down retail customer banking and to lay off hundreds of thousands of big bank employees. So you need to point out this is asinine that the banks are sitting on mass tons of cash, taxpayer money. Also, you could point out, Paul, if they just cut small business taxes, that would be a stimulus, okay? Not that the mothership goddess of Starbucks with the two serpents up there lovingly giving us poison, their garbage. Almost said poison. There's no poison. It's good for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, how long do you can have that out? What are you having for dinner, Watson? Fajitas. Got to move to Texas, have some real fajitas there, buddy boy. All right, good job. I'll see you. He loves fajitas. I think he's eating them half the time. That and kidney pie and stuff. Another dish from Mexico, actually from England. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to your calls. I'm getting to the Hank Williams stuff in the next segment. Let's go to Greg in Colorado. That was a good caller, last caller. Don't you think, Greg?
Alex.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Hey, man. I just want you to know I pray for a hedge of protection around you and your family in the name of Jesus and your crew, bud.
Well, thank you. I need it.
And I appreciate all you've done. I came from the deep south, and right now I'm sitting in Colorado up by the Four Corners, and I have my food storage, and I've got my children here safe, and trying to get plugged into the local community and hand out your DVDs. And I just wanted to personally thank you.
So you can skin a buck, you can run a trot line. You're the enemy, just like these third world farmers the UN's exterminating. What do you think about that?
It's insane, man. The whole world's gone insane. About 2 or 3 times a day, I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Ask myself, can this really be happening?
Oh, it's happening, my brother.
Hey, I wanted to, the other day you did something on the air, and I kind of have a gentle rebuke, but you stated your weakness on air. I believe you were talking about kids being abused or the snuff films or whatever. And you just out loud on the radio said, if you ever wanted to torture me, blah, 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 and I felt bad that you were telling your enemies your weakness.
Well, I think I was being sarcastic. I think if you ever wanted to torture me, you'd put me in a room with Al Gore's voice. And I was just being honest. I mean, the globalists are going to do what the globalists are going to do. They're going to kill me if they want to. They're going to politically destroy me if they want to. At the end of the day, you have to just commit and give it to God. And I was saying, I can't go to these family courts anymore. Back when I used to fight the CPS, I still fight them on air, because when the families cry and the cops, and it's always the same weird type demonic judges, get off on the pain and the crying and violate people's rights when they're sucking that energy, they're actual psychic vampires. It tortures me, and you know, it's in between feelings of wanting to physically do something to them and then having to crawl back to my car and cry in my car, because watching the vampires' eyes all lit up, sucking up the pain, I mean, even thinking about it makes me want to throw up or turn the table over.
I heard that. I got one other question for you. We homeschool. I have 4 children now we're homeschooling. I have 2 that are grown up. But I was wondering if you'd ever consider making a history series for homeschooling based on your point of view. Even though we homeschool, it's hard to teach.
That is my wife's idea, who homeschools. A whole curriculum, a whole 9 yards, and it would be a great idea. The problem is she's busy homeschooling my children and doing a bunch of stuff to ever come up with a curricula. She's also a great artist, and that is my wife's idea. And if I get enough support in here and get the TV system fully launched, I do plan to actually try to put out some children's books that would obviously be a supplement to what's happening. But there's a lot of great stuff out there.
Yep, and I just encourage people to get involved and hand out DVDs. We just moved up here, and I got on the medical marijuana, which is a long story for disability and stuff. But anyway, we got to talking, and I just started handing out DVDs there, and I probably dropped off 20 the other day, and they're just going to hand them out to their customers and keep it going.
Well, one good way to wake up the millions of people that are on medical marijuana, cancer survivors, arthritis people, Crohn's disease, it really is an incredible drug. Absolutely. And that's why the big pharma's trying to patent it and everything, and they have come out with their own versions, but it doesn't work as well as the natural plant. I mean, George Washington grew it, and I've seen the copy of the letter in the National Archives. You can look at these online where he talks about the Illuminati and things. You can also look up his doctor prescriptions to the apothecary, where they told him to smoke this certain type of hemp that has the HTC, THC, whatever it is in it, and for his toothaches. But today, George Washington would go to jail for smoking marijuana. He was a member of Al Qaeda. We'll be back with the Hank Williams Jr., your phone calls, and a lot more. Stay with us.
Are you tired of spending money for metal canning lids year after year? Then stop. Stop buying metal lids and get Tatler reusable canning lids. Made of USDA and FDA-approved food-grade plastic, Tatler canning lids let you safely store emergency preparedness foods for years. Traditional metal lids are single-use throwaways that contain BPA, but Tatler canning lids are indefinitely reusable and guaranteed to last a lifetime when used as designed for home canning and contain no BPA. Tatler lids are dishwasher safe, perfect for standard pressure or water bath canning, eliminate food spoilage from acid corrosion, explosion fit standard mason jars and are proudly made in the USA. Place orders by phone at 877-747-2793 or go to reusablecanninglids.com. That's 1-877-747-2793 or go to reusablecanninglids.com. That's reusablecanninglids.com. Tatler Reusable Canning Lids, the original since 1976.
If you're a man over 40, you may feel like half the man you used to be. Are you gaining more body fat? Are you feeling tired? Are you losing your sex drive? It's not your fault. After 40, your body's testosterone may start dropping. And if you are an African American man, you're at a higher risk of your testosterone turning into estrogen. Be the man you used to be. Call for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male, a natural supplement shown to raise testosterone by 61% and maintain healthy, normal levels. You can feel the youthful energy and the healthy sex drive you once had. And Ageless Male is all natural. No injections or appointments. Just one quick phone call. Get your risk-free trial of Ageless Male.
Call 1-800-497-8345. That's 1-800-497-8345. With Ageless Male, you can raise your testosterone naturally by 61%. Call 1-800-497-8345. That's 1-800-497-8345. Men, are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Now be honest. Is your sex life what it used to be? Don't ignore these changes. Your prostate health can affect your whole life. Call right now to discover the Beta Prostate free bottle giveaway. Beta Prostate is a natural supplement that helps your body maintain prostate health. This includes stronger urine flow, healthy bladder emptying. It even reduces waking at night from the urge to go. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you. Learn how to try Beta Prostate free. You only pay a low shipping and handling fee. Call 1-800-511-4514. That's 1-800-511-4514. As an extra bonus, get our men's libido formula to support better intimacy for both you and her. It's yours absolutely free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-511-4514. That's 1-800-511-4514.
All right, I'm going to continue with your calls and the news. We have the head of the Small Business League popping in the last 20 minutes or so of the third hour today. By the way, we're carrying a new, incredible high-quality stainless steel gravity-fed water filter system. We've been searching around the last few years for the very best and testing it. My crew testing out different units themselves. And the best we found is the Pro Pure big stainless steel water purification system. And it's got a stainless steel spigot, not a plastic one. It's got a system that lets you know how much water is in there, as well, with a little glass lining that hooks onto the spigot. Very cool. Compared to its leading competitor, it has a 4-inch by 4-inch domed filter system compared to 2x9. It's silver impregnated. The competitors aren't. Its life expectancy is 3,000 gallons. Arsenic reduction, it has it. The leading competitor doesn't. Filter priming required? No. Leading competitor? Yes, you got to prime the filter. It has NSF 42 standard certified. Yes, they're certified. Leading competitors are not. They have a 7.5-inch Pro Pure sight glass spigot available. They have the fluoride filters. Fluoride's so small, you've got to add an extra filter to get that out. Just check it out at Infowars.com. Super high-quality gravity-fed filter, top of the line, and less than the leading competitors. By the way, we discounted it at Infowars.com more than even the factory. So you're getting the lowest prices out there from Pro Pure and supporting the Infowar at the online video bookstore /apparel. It's all about getting the word out and all about protecting you and your family and supporting the transmission. It's a win-win-win-win-win. I only promote what I believe in, and this is what I am now using. This is the best. Pro Pure, the new generation, 21st century gravity-fed filter, available at Infowars.com. Okay, let's go out of this hour with Hank Williams Jr. on a Fox News program yesterday. He's now been fired by ESPN, who bought Monday Night Football. He's been doing it for 20 years, and no more Hank Williams Jr. Here it is.